Hello, I think we're just about live now. Hopefully it all works. I was getting more stream errors. It's been happening since yesterday, so I had another one today, which was quite worrying. I hope it's not a constant thing. I'm usually okay just to click stream and it works. So we're continuing. This is the second Friday stream we've done in a row, so we're going to try and make these a permanent thing. And they're going to feed off of the Thursday streams as well, so we're just going to continue creating environments for the survival horror game. So yesterday we finished off, let me see what we did. We did like the patient's ward, we had like an x-ray room in here, a storage room behind there, and we almost finished a basic layout for the nurse's station. So I'm just going to quickly finish this up, put some shelves here. I'm not going to put too much detail, but and there's going to be another hallway on this side, so it's just a case of copying this over. And then I think we'll make some of the other areas, such as, I'm thinking there has to be an area where you can perform surgery. I think the surgery area would be quite cool to detail in a later stream, because I think if you're going to have a gory environment, the surgical area has to be one of those. And so I'll do the surgery area today, and I'm trying to think, maybe a break room as well for some of the staff. So today it's a bit later than normal because of my schedule. I don't know how long I'll stream for today, if it will be as long as I normally do. We'll just go with the flow and see what happens. Hello Small Human, hello Isaac, Alpha Werewolf, Stu Nemo, hello! You're all here. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you're all creating great stuff. Yeah, I hope they are. I don't want to see any slackers. Let me just edit this. I am, yeah, I think Small Human, he was showing us, he's making like a ragdoll kind of game, which looks interesting. You can always find a lot of comedy with these ragdoll kind of creations. I just uploaded some more progress on the song, by the way. Oh, thanks very much, Isaac. So if anyone doesn't know, every week, starting from next week, I'm going to upload a video about it's like a progress challenge thing. So I'm not going to stream these other things, but every Tuesday and Wednesday there's going to be a video that comes up, and it's going to be about a sculpt challenge and a music challenge. So I can't sculpt and I can't make music, so basically every week I'm going to try and make like a week 1, week 2, week 3, so on challenge, and see if I can improve my sculpting and my music making throughout the weeks, because I feel like it's the only way that it's going to motivate me to actually practice and learn how to do these things. So you can expect that next week. And I just finished a track for next week, and what I'm doing with it is that I do want the track to be really good, and I also want to learn how to improve it. So I've got the original version of the track, and then I've got a copy of it, which Isaac in the chat, he's making I guess you could call it an improvement, let's say. And what I'll do is, in the video I'll show the final version that Isaac makes, the proper really good quality one, because you don't want to hear bad quality music, right? You want to hear good quality music. And then I'll compare it with my original version, so we can see like where I'm at and where I need to be. And I'll also use that that polished version to understand how I can improve and stuff like that. So I'll compare both versions, and I'll try and keep that up every week, as well as the sculpting. I haven't started the sculpting yet, so if anybody wants to make any requests, I think I'm going to sculpt characters first. So if there's any requests for a character you'd like me to attempt sculpting, and it's going to be a new character every week, so if I don't get round to your character, I can always do it the week after. Probably try and stay away from copyright stuff. I don't mind being inspired by something that's an existing franchise. I don't mind that, but I don't want to I want to try and use my imagination to try and sculpt something. It's not just me, copying how something looks. And hopefully by the end of the year, I might be decent at sculpting and maybe even music making. Hello, Mr. Reinark. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great week. Are you doing anything nice in dreams? Yeah, Ragdoll is fun, yeah. I mean, like, normally I don't really play Ragdoll games because I think, like, for me, you kind of need to be in the mood for it, you know? But you can definitely create a lot of funny videos with some Ragdoll physics. Especially, like, there's some games that they accidentally already have Ragdoll physics in them. They don't mean to, they just do, you know? I'm not going to make any proper shelves. I'm not going to search for shelves. Should I search for shelves? Because I was just going to like build my own basic ones for now. Let's see, can we just type in like a wall shelf and try and get something that's half decent? I mean, I suppose that can do, right? It's wooden though. Right, we'll just use that for now. I'm definitely going to create my own one though. It's just to have an idea of where the books and stuff are going to go. So obviously I'm not going to use the wood one. So I'll get that and I'll just put like some more folders. Just fire all these folders here just to get an idea of what it's kind of going to look like once we do our own version of it. Just copy these round, put it on this side as well. I think that'll do. So there you go. You've got your files. I try and not spend too much time decorating the scene because, like I said, I'm always going to update this and create my own things, so I don't want to waste too much time, but it's just to give you a rough idea of how things look. And I'll quickly put in some minor details into this scene and then we'll move on to the next one, I think. So I wanted to get one of those old computers. I think we found one in a previous stream. Oh, look at that! Someone's made an Apple Mac. Very nice. See, we're not sure what year this game takes place in yet. We did use an old TV for fun. I suppose I could make like a mix of old and new. We'll just pretend that it's a modern hospital, but it has some old things, you know, because they've got budget problems and stuff, you know. Obviously, I don't think a hospital would really have something as modern as this, but I don't know if I can just find like an old PC maybe. I can't remember the name of the one I found, but I did find a really old, crappy one. Not quite that old. Yeah, I think it was something like this. We used it in the offices, I think. So I'll just reuse this one, and then I think what I did was I just deleted some of the parts. That was weird. I went backwards, but the chair destroyed itself. Great, fantastic. Right, let me just put this down. We can just assume that this all makes sense, right? Just move this like that or something. It's probably not too safe leaving this here, you know. Same with these wires. Don't want to trip over these wires. So we'll see how that goes. I'm probably going to maybe like block this one off, because I don't really want you to explore around here. It's really just to meet the other character, save your game, and then move on to the next area, you know. Let me just get a couple of these doors again. I'm going to put these to the other side. I don't know how long this corridor's really going to be. I don't want it to be too long. Definitely needs to be the same size as this one, so let me just move everything over here. I think it is the same size, isn't it? Yeah. I think expected just because this one's so long. Let me just like bring it in a little bit, it makes it easier to measure. Right, so we'll do it like that. There we go. The cheap way to make a wall. Right, so this goes right over to this, doesn't it? Right, that's it. So I can move all this to get as close as I can. And then bring the doors back over. Oh, I totally ruined the doors, look at that. Right, just to get an idea of where the end of this corridor is. I think it's a good little length. So once I detail more of this, I'll just copy all that to the other side. And I'll need to figure out which doors and rooms I'm going to block off, you know, because I don't want you to enter every room, and I think it may be a bit stupid to say like, oh, this door's locked too, so I think I'll block some doors with some objects to sort of vary it up a little bit. I'm having too much fun playing the ragdoll game rather than progressing on it. Yeah, that could be a problem. I mean, if you're having fun, it's a good sign that you're making a good little game. I'm not a professional either, but it's a very fun challenge to work with what somebody else made. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too difficult to upgrade. Just make sure it keeps that rock essence, you know, because that's pretty important. I'll try to get it done tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, sure, whenever you get the chance. Because I'm not going to upload the video until Wednesday, so as soon as you get it finished, I'll start recording something. Mix of old and new synthwave. Oh yeah, I love a bit of synthwave. In Isaac mode, you should make it so if you're AFK for 5 seconds, you die and it resets all your progress. Wow, we're adding even more killer features to this mode. I don't know how Isaac is going to survive. I think I already said something like that. If you stand still and don't move for even 1 second, you die and lose all progress. We probably said a lot of crazy stuff, to be honest. So I'm not going to detail this too much more. I think we've got the basic idea of how this is going to look. Since I can't really measure things properly, I know you can actually get a ruler, but I'm just going to take the easy way out, and I'm just going to use this wall to measure how big the scene is. So it sort of touches the wall there. So I'll just copy this across. So it's kind of like that, isn't it? Then it means I could just copy this over. Have a rough symmetrical area. There we go. Easy as that, eh? How easy was that? Then I'll just copy over some of the doors, even though it's doesn't really mean anything right now. It's kind of nice just to see roughly everything forming together, you know. On the other side as well. Perfect. There you go. So I think you're gonna enter from, let me see, you come from, to get on this floor you have to use the staircase on this side, so you're probably going to enter from here. You're going to enter this way, because the outside here, the staircases that will be here, they're actually blocked. Because the lobby, the downstairs lobby, it's like there's 2 staircases. There's a staircase on the left and a staircase on the right. And the staircase on the left, it's only going to take you to the 2nd floor, whereas the staircase on the right takes you to the basement and to the 3rd floor. So the 3rd floor will be blocked on the other staircase, and the 2nd will be blocked on the right. Just so it means that each staircase has a purpose, you know, it takes you to certain locations. You can't just go anywhere you want from one staircase. So I'll need to decide which doors are locked, what ones are blocked, what ones you can never enter. But that's a job for another day. So I'm just going to give this a quick save here, and then I'll remix it, and we'll make the let's go for the surgical area. I think that might be something that might be quite cool to do. So let me just rename this. Let's just say, like, I don't know, do they call it the theatre these days? Let's put it there. I'll need to have a quick Google just to make sure I'm creating things accurately. So let me have a quick check here. RIP to the original Leon Kennedy voice actor. What happened? Did he actually die, or are you just trolling me? I'd love to know. That is fire. Oh jeez, I hope he didn't die. That's terrible. By the way, LB, I tried playing Journey and I gave up a few minutes in. I think it's way too slow for me. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same game from start to finish. You don't really... you learn some new moves, but it's not really... doesn't improve the combat or anything. It's just new ways to interact with the environment, I think. So it's not so interesting for some people. I finished it just because I just wanted to see what it was all about, and I think like the game actually gets better near the end. There's some interesting mechanics near the end, but yeah, it is more of an artistic experience, so I don't think it's for everyone. I certainly wouldn't play it again. And like I said, I tried the sequel, the Abzu. It's basically the same as Journey, but you're underwater and you can like check out all the different fish. So if you like fish and you like to see them underwater, play that game. But for me, you don't really do much. You swim around, you find some hidden collectibles, you just unleash different fish. And, it's not for me, but I won't bash it, you know. Yeah, he died today, 56 years old. Wow, that's quite young. I'm kind of curious what they do with Leon, because they obviously changed the voice actor for the remake to make him younger. And if they really do remake Resident Evil 4, are they going to keep the same actor from the remake? Or are they going to change it? Or are they going to keep the same guy, I think it's Paul Mercer, are they going to keep him from the original Resident Evil 4 and 6? So I don't know what they're going to do with the voice actor for that, but if they really do remake Resident Evil 4, it's like the holy grail, you know, so they can't afford to mess it up. That's understandable. Yeah, it does suck. Yeah, like you said last night, I don't feel the need to go back to Journey. Good game though. Yeah, it's alright, you know, if you want to get some trophies. There's no platinum, so you're not really... I don't really go for trophies unless there's a platinum. I just don't see the point, to be honest. Throat cancer, as far as I know. That's terrible. It's I thought you were going to tell me it was like the coronavirus or something, but it's kind of strange where you see someone dying from cancer and you think, well, at least it wasn't the virus, you know, but it's still horrible. That's too bad about the guy who voiced Leon. Oh yeah. I mean, there's definitely some dark jokes in there, you know, but I'm not going to say any of them. I'll leave them to your imagination. Journey looks cool, but it's kind of overrated in my opinion. Very overrated, Isaac. Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to say. It controls pretty well, but for what it is, it's nice. It's just doesn't really do anything for me personally. I'm just googling what this the surgery looks like. Let me see. Hospital surgery. Let's just say room. Let's see what comes up. I'm definitely going to have to sculpt all of these objects because, like we saw before, not many people have actually made many things in the hospital. So it's like the same kind of bed that we need to make for the X-ray room, basically. So basically what I'm seeing here is it's just like a sturdy bed. It's more like it's not really a bed, it's more like a flat board that you lie on with some big wheels. There's a sheet over the top. There's lots of crazy looking machines that I do not know what they mean. Some have monitors. Lots of cables going everywhere. There's a biohazard bin. It's honestly like the hospital rooms, they're pretty much all the same. It's basically just an empty white space filled with machines. There's not really much to it, to be honest, so that's why it's kind of hard to properly detail in these streams, because a lot of the stuff that's in them I have to actually sculpt myself. So the best I can do for this surgical room right now is just to put some random things around the room just to fill it out a little bit, and then we can replace them. So let me just see what I'm going to do here. I need to delete some of these stuff. I love deleting all this crap. Right, goodbye computer. Goodbye chair. It was lovely to know you. I need to figure out how big this surgery room is going to be. So we'll use this corridor as reference, because this is how big the corridor is actually going to be downstairs. So I'm going to make, this is the second floor, but I'll make the surgical area on the first floor. Go away, Nemesis. So we designed the patient rooms, so it's like, it's going to be like, the patient's ward is like, imagine it's here. So the surgery room would be like here across the hall, just to keep it close, nearby, I guess. Whether that's realistic or not, I don't know, but that's what I'm going to do. So I feel like for the surgical room, maybe it should be a double door, because you kind of need the space, right? Oh, sorry. Go in the room. I want you to go in the room. I think I know why he moves all the time. I think it's because I bully him with objects and stuff, you know. So let me see here. I'll put that there. And I'll just close this while I can. I don't really need the grid, but just to get it accurately as I can. Okay. So this is going to be inside the surgery room here. Just need to delete a couple of things. I mean, I could probably like delete that wall. Don't need that wall. Why does Nemesis always repeat? I'm getting sick and tired of this guy. One thing we need for the bin though is we need a proper medical bin, so we're not going to use this one. So it's like those big buckets that you see with like the yellow plastic coming out of it. Right, so I don't know how wide this is going to be. Looking at the pictures, the surgical room isn't huge, so what I basically need is I still need to sculpt a proper bed, you know. I think I can just take this one for now. Camera's going wonky. Let me take off the grid here. Right, we'll just pretend this is the room, right? And I've got a bunch of things in here, so we'll take these. We'll just spread them around. We'll pretend these are the machines that we're going to replace later. So basically, it looks like this. Like there's a lot of there's like a lot of machines like this. Not like this, but you know what I mean. Those machines scattered all around. So we'll just kind of flesh it out a little bit. So it's kind of something like that. I don't want to make it too cramped, but the surgical bed is like maybe like this height. So we'll let it float for now. So we'll try to make sure there's enough space here because you come in through the double doors. There's going to be a machine here that's over the top of the bed. I noticed that there was like a little, sort of like a freezer in one of the pictures. I think that might be quite cool. I think I found one of those freezers in a search, but excuse me, I don't know what they're what they're called. I always forget. So let me have a check. Let me see if I can put like a freezer, because it was something that looked like a freezer. Not entirely a fridge freezer. It was more like this, kind of like this. If I can't find another one, I'll just use that one for now, I think. Oh, hello. Someone's made ice cream. Nice. I might need to add that to the store scene. So it was something like this, and they kept a lot of things inside in the background. So I don't know what kind of things they keep in here, but let's put it like that. Don't know if I should make it even bigger. Let's just say it's like that, right? I mean, let me see, maybe that's too big. Maybe that's a bit too big. Let me see. Guess that's an appropriate size. Just leave it like that, maybe. Move this down a little bit. So to be honest, since I need to make all the machines myself, this scene it's really hard to detail. So I think we're almost done already, you know. Let me see if I can find like a medical bin or something, or a biohazard. Let me see what comes up if I put biohazard in. Just a costume. Let me see. I think every time I put medical in, nothing really comes up. Let's see. Nah. That's the pain. I need to look for a bin that kind of looks like it would be used in a hospital. So it's basically, it doesn't have a lid. I guess that's for hygiene, so you don't touch lids and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I don't work in a hospital. I'm sure I saw one before though. I mean, you could just use a plain one like that, and then I could just cover it with a bag myself, but poor Red Robin, he's a bin. How dare you, Batman? He's your sidekick. Right. So many people are trashing Robin. They're just calling him a bin. That's not very nice. I like Robin. He's cool. Leave him alone. He has a lot of respect from Teen Titans, and I mean the original cartoon, not the new one or the series. Right, it doesn't look like I'm going to find this. Oh, nice. Could use that later. So yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to find the exact bin that I'm looking for. Just some weird stuff from like The Binding of Isaac. So I bin that was open if I didn't lose it by now. Where was it? Because it was before Robin, wasn't it? I think it was this one. Look at that, 100%. Can you imagine? Thank God. But it does have some physics on it. Right. I'm definitely going to have to make a proper bin because that sucks. Let's see, can you get like bags? Like, did somebody make like a detailed bag? I'm going to have to put in bin bag to make it more specific. Oh, this looks quite cool. Nice blood bag. I don't know if we'd actually use this in the surgery room, but let's just put it there because we can. Let's make it a wee bit bigger, I think. What other bags do we have? See, all those bags are all closed. I want one that's open. Damn it, all these people, they're closing all their trash bags. We need one that's open, please. Paper bag. That's our best option so far. If we just change the colour of it, I think that's what we can use. Right, let's not waste too much time. Let's just... Oh no, where was it? I've lost it. Here. Alright, that is probably as good as we're going to get right now. I could probably just edit this bag, to be honest, you know? Just to make it, like, fit the actual bin itself. Yeah, definitely going to have to redo that. Right, I'm done. I'm done make this yellow. Right, there you go. It's a yellow bin bag. We'll fix that later. So, let me have another quick check just to see if there's anything that I can actually fill this out with. Excluding all of the devices. My god, it's going to take me ages to sculpt all this stuff, but... I mean, I don't think it'll take me as long as characters, because I think if you look at the... if you look at a lot of the structure of the machines, they look quite easy, simple shapes. Right, I remember one thing that I noticed in a previous stream. We found it's like a table for all your syringes and stuff, and your scissors and all that. The tools for the to perform the surgery. Well, let me have a quick catch up here before I go on. I only platinumed one game, Jazz Punk. Is it an easy platinum? I might be interested. I platinum 74, I think. Oh, good